Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. Movies like A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks, Jojo Rabbit, and what was some of the other ones that came out today? Midway. Midway, I believe, is another one that's being released out there in the stores this week. But I'm going to be heading on out to, of course, maybe a couple of the usual places, maybe a couple of new spots, because actually yesterday I met up with my friend Aaron and Jacob. We went down to Pasadena. We went to a couple of little record shops in Pasadena, which I'm going to cut to in this video here, just to add a little flavor to this hoarding up video. But if you guys haven't seen it yet, please check out the trailer for Out and About the Movie 2 Las Vegas Adventure. I put it up this Friday afternoon. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out, give it a thumbs up, say Brendan, I saw your hoarding up video and you asked me to go check it out. Like, say that in the comments of the Out and About trailer. I'll have the link for it in the description box of this video. But that's cut to the little clips I shot yesterday with my friend Aaron and Jacob, and then we'll continue on this hoarding adventure at Best Buy. So let's go. But I'm with Aaron and Jacob for this adventure today, and the first place we're already at right now, and it's, what's this place called again?
Canterbury's.
Canterbury's?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's head on into Canterbury's and see what they got going. Well, as soon as I walked in here, I see like buttloads of VHS tapes, all along this wall right here, and they also have like a big wall of them right here, along with some other like posters and album covers and different things like that. Even this James Bond VHS box set, which looks like it's all factory sealed and new, like the tapes themselves, but not like the box itself, but like all the cassette tapes in there. I'm gonna look through here, see if there's anything kind of rare or stand outish to me that maybe not, maybe that's only on VHS. You know what I mean? Because there's still a lot of movies that never been released to, DVD and stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna look through here, see if I find anything, interesting in here. We got Jack Benny, a lot of like the Jack Benny collection, the Jack Benny program. Like each tape looks like it has like 2 hours of stuff in there. And hopefully I come across, ooh, that's kind of cool. The Easy Money VHS. This one definitely has a different cover than the DVD edition that I've seen. If you guys have never seen it before, it's a really funny early Rodney Dangerfield, Joe Pesci flick right there. Really funny stuff. But hopefully, wait, $3.99 for my best friend's wedding on VHS. Wait, is that how much all the VHSs are? Wait, well that one has a tag of $3.99. Maximum Risk has $1.99 on it. Okay, I don't know how they're coming up with the prices for some of these things. Well, walking around in here now, and I found a big DVD section that they have. They have this whole wall, full of just different, DVDs and stuff. I don't know if they have like a Blu-ray section or not in here, Aaron, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I also came across this thing right here. I remember that show kind of when I was a kid, and it's like one of those things that has like, all different little books, and the cassette tape that's in there reads the book to you.
Is that what you did as a kid? You used to set?
Yeah, and I used to like put my hands against my mouth, my face, and make my mouth open like that, and like I don't know, just like wait for something special.
Yeah.
But you guys remember listening to tapes and like looking at the books and stuff? That's like some early shit right there. And they also have like a little dump in. You know how like Walmarts have dump ins and stuff? They have like a random dump in here of physical media. I think a lot of the stuff's like 99 cents to like maybe $3 of just like random stuff. I like how they have Rookie of the Year, old school, right there, man. You can't go wrong with some Brickma in your life. But yeah, one of my favorite childhood films right there. This one wasn't that bad either. If you guys have ever seen it before, it's not bad for being a movie based off a cartoon kid show. Ooh, Paula Abdul's Get Up and Dance. Okay, but I'll pass on that one for now. And we didn't come across anything we needed to get up on. They was really kind of overpriced when it comes to a lot of their stuff. Like VHSs went up to like $12 that I saw in there. That are DVD of Will Smith's Aladdin for like $26 or $25. Well, the next destination, we're already there, and it's called Pooh-Bah Records. Kind of has that Empire Records feel to it out here. I really like how this place has like a little display window windows out here. There's like one over there where you can like actually see a human, actually shopping for some records and stuff right there. They have some like old school like toys in here, like stuffed animals of like not Godzilla, but King Kong or something, and Elvis playing his banjo, or maybe Elvis. I'm not sure if it's Elvis or not. Different Blu-rays and stuff that they have. It looks like they only have really one row of Blu-rays and a little bit of DVDs for sale in this place. But ooh, Happy Gilmore HD DVD, baby. But yeah, it looks like a lot of common stuff in here. Nothing really standoutish Blu-ray wise, as you guys can tell, when it comes to Pooh-Bah or Punani Records. And they even have little listening stations when it comes to this little place right here. I've never owned a record player before, but I think you just kind of plop it on here. And wait, how does this even work? Oh, we turn it on, and there we go. Now I'm rocking out to some old stuff. Well, guys, we just got out of that Pooh-Bah, Punani-ha. I don't know, whatever. That place was alright. It has some decent stuff in there. Kind of overpriced too when it comes to certain things. But as we were driving by, just a couple of miles away, we came across this place. Something called Video Rental. So I guess we're just gonna walk towards this thing, not really knowing exactly what it is, because we see clothes racks in the window, but it says CDs, VHS tapes right here. So, oh, it's not open?
No.
Oh shit.
I don't know. It looks like thrift store junk.
Yeah.
I don't see any.
I know, but it says like CDs, VHS tapes. It may have some in there, but this definitely doesn't look like a video store.
It smells like a weed shop.
It does, and it has like chonies there or something, and they do have some DVDs right there, like in this little rack. I don't know if you guys can see it here or not. They do have some sort of thing, like Arthur t-shirt, a little bit of physical media, but we just had to stop by for a second, but I guess, fuck it.
Off to the next stop.
Yeah, let's go. We're at our next destination of the day. Can you tell where we're at right now? Well, we're at Amoeba Records in Hollywood. Just looking around to see if they have anything cool or new up in here since the last time I was in here. And it looks like they still have like a few copies left, or two copies left of An Hour to Kill, film that Aaron and I were we did together. $7.99, or he made it. I'm just a part of one segment of it. But we're just gonna walk around here, see if we find anything cool. They have some other new pop vinyls going on in this place. Ones from the Warriors and everything. I like how they kind of place them into the sections themselves and everything. Aaron's over there shopping, and they do have this rad DVD right here. This is like a Australian release. I don't think it's ever going to be released in America, out here in the States, due to like music rights, and or the director of the film doesn't want it out even more than it already is. I think that's what I heard when it comes to that movie. There's a lot of weird things about this that has come out that I can't remember all of it, but I don't think Shout Factory or any of those companies are going to be putting this one out anytime soon. Hey guys, I don't know if I've ever showed this off before, but they do have a Laserdisc section of just, Laserdiscs actually. And I really do like some of the artwork for some of these older titles here, like some old Chippendale, double feature pack right there. We got Bambi and everything like that. And there is some titles, I believe, that were released on Laserdisc that never got any other release. You know what I mean? By, we're talking about like DVD, Blu-ray, or whatever. Like this one right here, Test Tube Teen from year 2000. Has anyone ever heard of this before? Because I know I sure as hell haven't. It looks wacky, crazy, and out there. What's going on in this picture right there? Oh my god. If I had a Laserdisc player, I probably would have to get this just for the sure hell of it and stuff. But it's $20 though. $20, but it's supposed to be brand new. But they also have like some really cool anniversary, some sort of signature collection of Jaws. It comes in a nice little case and everything. A lot of really cool artwork that they had for laser discs and stuff, and of course VHS also, from back in the day. I've never seen this one before. Brazil Have any of you guys ever seen it before? Would I like it? You know, let me know down below. But I think I'm gonna be heading on out of here. I'm not really coming across anything I need to, you know, jump up on. So off to the last location of the day. Well, guys, let's take a look and see what new ones came out today over here at Best Buy. They do have that Twilight Zone that came out today by hosted by Jordan Peele, season 1. I've never seen this show before. I mean, this new reimagining or whatever they want to call this one, a powerful re-imaging. A re-imaging, they're calling things these days. But I remembered liking the old Twilight Zone and the one that came out in like the 80s and 90s, I believe, from back when. I believe Snatchers. Was it Snatchers today? I think that was today, if I'm not mistaken. But this was kind of a fun little dark comedy film. If you guys get a chance to see it, it's kind of decent. But some of the other things that came out today, of course, was Midway on Blu-ray and 4K and stuff. I believe Best Buy had a exclusive steelbook, which I put aside over here because they only had them up in front and stuff, and I just wanted to showcase it to you guys today. This film was okay, not mind-blowing or anything like that. There were some decent visual effects in it, but yeah, decent enough. Also, we have 21 Bridges that came out today with Chadwick Boseman. I'll have a review of this one at the end of this video right here, and along with one of my films that I saw this year in the theater, Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers. Man, this movie, when I watched it, it felt like I was being hugged like the first half of the movie, you know what I mean? Like the vibe and feel of this film. I wish they had more Mr. Rogers in it. It was more about like, this guy right here doing an article about Mr. Rogers, but like it was still pretty decent film, man. Like I really enjoyed this one right here. Still walking around the aisles of Best Buy, and I came across this. This is the first time I've seen this in a Best Buy location. This is the Nutty Professor collection. This is put out by Shout Factory. That's from the Shout Select line, and it has the Eddie Murphy Nutty Professor films, 1 and 2 on it right here with a handful of new special features. It looks like not a whole lot to do with Eddie Murphy or anything like that, but just like producers like Peter Berg and things. But I don't know, $22.99 seems kind of okay price, but at the same time I already have these on Blu-ray from like moviezing.com. And something else that came out today that wasn't in the actual section in the back was Jojo Rabbit. The 4K looks like it may be sold out already, and it's only like 10:30 in the morning as I'm filming this. But I saw this one in theaters. I thought it was a quirky, dark comedy film right here that has to deal with Hitler and different things. But I don't know if this is one of those movies I need in my collection, to be honest with you. And another one that came out over here, which I talked about in previous video, was the Avatar, The Last Airbender. This is the complete collection, the steelbook packaging one, where you get like the different seasons in steelbook form. That's pretty cool, and it's only $79.99 over here at Best Buy today if you're a fan of the Avatar: The Last Airbender. But yeah, these are pretty much the only other ones that came out today. Getting out of Best Buy right now. All I picked up today was Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Just had to get up on this Blu-ray. It's not a film I think I need to get on 4K or anything like that. But let's head on home now for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Alright everyone, now on to the review portion of this video here. I have a small stack of stuff here to talk to you guys about today that I got sent from different PR companies and studios I work with to help promote their different physical media titles. The first one up right here I got from Mvd Home Entertainment. It's part of their Rewind collection, and it's a movie I've never seen before. At least I don't think I remember seeing this. And it stars Maxwell Caulfield, and that is a movie called Mindgames. And this is about just family, mother, father and son going on this little road trip adventure, across country with one another, until they come across this one hitchhiker, at one of their little rest stops and stuff, and the little boy of the family becomes friends with this kid, with this guy who's played by Maxwell, and he befriends the family and kind of hitches a ride with them, and slowly starts to sort of mess with their minds, messes with the little boy's mind somehow. Well, I don't want to ruin it. Starts getting into the mother's mind, because at the first the mother doesn't like him whatsoever. The dad, he starts to really fucking with these people, and it's kind of a slow burn, slow pace kind of movie, but I kind of liked it. You know what I mean? You can feel the low budgetness, you know, of this flick. But the main star of this movie, the hitchhiker himself, I said Maxwell Caulfield, hopefully I'm saying his name right, was also, you know, Rex Manning and Empire Records. And that was kind of cool to see him a tiny bit younger and in a different movie. Because I don't think I've ever seen him before other than this, Empire Records. And I think he may have been in Grease 2. Was he the main guy in Grease 2? I could be mistaken. But it was kind of a cool, it's not like a slasher film or, you know, what it looks like it's, you know, it's trying to portray right here. But it's more of like a slower burn mental movie that's trying to, like, you know, this one guy is just slowly getting into the minds of this little family. It's really kind of messed up. But I really did think this was really nicely put together, at least for being a low budget flick. It does come with a new 1080p transfer from the original film, negative, I believe. You get a making of featurette on here. Well, not really featurette. The making of is actually an hour and 47 minutes, about 15 minutes longer than the actual movie is, which I thought was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, didn't sit through all of that as of yet. I popped it in, you know, scanned through it a little bit. Kind of, you know, really kind of interesting to hear some of the stories that they have to say about the making of the movie. You also get you know, like a theatrical trailer and a couple of other, you know, making of, you know, kind of specials on here. But it also has the original, you know, cover that we got on the, like, the VHS or poster or whatever it was back when the film came out. This has to be the 80s, dude. This has to be the 80s or early 90s, because I'm not quite sure, you know, what year this film came out. Like, it doesn't have any of that date stuff on the back here. All it says is, you know, released 2020. But if you see it out there, it's alright. It's alright. It's not horrible. It's not amazing, but it's not horrible. But next up over here is a film. This is for the first time on Blu-ray. I got it from Troma Entertainment. You know, the men behind the Toxic Avenger. This is another film directed by Lloyd Kaufman. It's a film called Terra Firma, celebrating its 20th anniversary edition right here on Blu-ray with a new 2-disc set right here. It's, you know, of course, it has a new 2-disc edition of the film right here. I can't really show you certain parts of the cover, you know, on that one. But this one right here is pretty much about a movie, about a making of a movie. But when these people are making this movie, there's a serial killer on the loose on set, picking off, you know, crew members and actors one by one, killing them in crazy ass ways, like ripping their legs off and all sorts of crazy, you know, wacky out there stuff. It is kind of cool to watch this movie again, and, you know, in HD. Like, it does look a lot better, you know, than, you know, the previous DVD edition did. But watching it in HD, you can, like, really see, like, the kind of the special effects that they used back then, and some of them still kind of sort of work till today, you know, to this day, you know what I mean? But then others really don't, you know, as the, you know, picture quality gets better. But it was just kind of cool to revisit this film. It's actually directed by Lloyd Kaufman, and you get to see Lloyd Kaufman playing the director of the movie that the movie's being made of. It's kind of real meta, you know, if you really, you know, if you really look into it, if you know, really watch this thing. It does come with a new intro by Lloyd Kaufman, talking about the, you know, the making of the movie for a minute. You know how Troma does the intros and stuff. Welcome to the lovely remastered, digitally created, you know, mastered Blu-ray edition, you know, that kind of thing on here, along with a 20 some odd minute long making of. That's brand new, that's on this Blu-ray, talking to Debbie Rochon and Lloyd Kaufman and some of the cast members now, talking about how it was, you know, making the film 20 years ago and how this film impacted their lives. And I thought that was kind of a cool thing that they added on here. But also, on the second disc, you get the same special features that you got on the previous DVD edition from, like, way back. You get my favorite thing which was the making of the film. That was like a feature-length making of the film, with Lloyd Kaufman, like, yelling at the people making the movie, like, hey, no, you gotta do it like this, you piece of crap. I love the documentaries on the making of Troma movies. Those are some of my favorite things. This one and the Toxic Avenger 4 documentaries are like my favorite my favorite parts of these things. But I just want to let you guys know that Terra Firma is out now on Blu-ray from Troma Entertainment, of course. But make sure you guys check out Troma.com. And next up over here is a movie I got from RLJ Entertainment, and I was actually at the premiere of this movie, where I got to meet Nicolas Cage and, you know, Elijah Wood, and I got to see Patton Oswalt and a whole bunch of other different people. And this is the film that's now out on 4K and Blu-ray called Color Out of Space. This is a really wacky, out there movie. Really beautifully shot. I love the color palette of this movie, like really hot pink. And it's also directed by what's his name again? Richard Stanley, who was also, I believe, the director on. I think they were talking about it in the documentary on the making of. Was the director of The Island of Dr. Moreau until he got fired off that set. But this movie right here is about this small family, brother, sister, mother, father, whatever. The father played by Nicolas Cage, and they live in this small town, kind of in this house in the middle of like nowhere. Like if you really want to go somewhere, you have to get in the car and go for a handful, like 45 minutes to an hour to get to town, kind of place. And a meteor hits, or they say it's a meteor, hits the ground and like starts doing some weird stuff to the earth and the surrounding areas of their house. You know what I mean? Like making their fruit and vegetables grow even faster and bigger and all this kind of stuff. And the family starts to act kind of weird, kind of strange, and you have to keep watching the movie to see how this meteorite or whatever it is that fell from the sky slowly starts to make this family go out of their minds. I thought this movie was really fun. I don't think it was like I don't think it's like the best movie on the planet or anything like that, but like it was really highly enjoyable. You get your Nicolas Cage, wacky out there moments, like the craziness, like when he gets mad and he like when his car doesn't start, it's just like mother guy, shut up, you know how Nicolas Cage gets in his roles. You also get Tommy Chong in here. Playing a stoner that lives in like sort of like a van kind of thing, in the middle of the woods that the kids go visit sometimes to get high, which I thought was kind of cool that they added them on here. You also get a making of special featurette on here on the making of the movie, talking to Elijah Wood, the producers, Nicolas Cage and the gang on how it was making this movie. But I thought this movie was a lot more enjoyable to me than Mandy was. I know Mandy's getting a lot of big press and like people are always talking about it and stuff. That movie was okay, but to me, I enjoyed this one a lot more out of the two if I had to pick and stuff. But if you're a fan of Nicolas Cage, this is a movie you don't want to miss. You definitely don't want to miss this one right here. Really, really enjoyable. Next up over here is from Universal Home Entertainment, and this is the 4K release of Queen and Slim. Of course, it's going to be released on Blu-ray separately and DVD and stuff. This one is now available digitally out on digital platforms, and I believe it's coming out on November 8th. Out in stores everywhere for physical media collectors. And I got to see this one in theaters, and it's pretty much about these two people who are on the run from the cops, for something that they didn't intend to do. Like it's the cops pull them over, racially profiling them. Something happens to the cop. They have to go on the run. The people are the cops and the whole world's kind of like looking for them, and it's just their adventure, trying to get away. I thought this one was a really well done flick. I was really like moved and touched by the performances and the way this movie was told. I know this movie's kind of been told before, by how cops always pull people over for the wrong reasons and things, and you've seen that in movies before, but this one was really done very, very well. Like you really start to really care about these two, because the main focus is pretty much them just trying to pretty much try to prove their innocence, two, just get the hell away from the bad stuff and everything. Looks pretty damn good here on 4K too. You do get a couple of making of special featurettes talking about talking to the actors and the producers and directors on the making of the film. You also get an audio commentary track, and all special features that are on the 4K are also on the Blu-ray, because sometimes you either get them on either or. But if you're a fan of Queen and Slim, or if it sounds interesting to you, I highly recommend checking it out. I really did dig this one right here. And the next one up right here is from Lionsgate Home Entertainment, and it's a movie I saw in theaters also, and that is Knives Out. This is from the director of The Last Jedi, and I know a lot of people are like, ooh, Bryan Johnson, ooh, you know what I mean? And they were like, oh, his movie's gonna suck, and all that kind of stuff. But this one, it was pretty decent, you know what I mean? I didn't fall in love with this movie or anything like that. It's kind of like one of those like murder, it's a murder mystery, whodunit, kind of movie that, has just a big cast, you know what I mean? Like Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, you also, you get Jamie Lee Curtis in there, a bunch of people. And I thought it was really well done. I heard they may be doing a sequel to it, or like another one of these, which I know it did really well in the box office, but I really don't think it really needs a sequel. But if they're gonna do it, I guess they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem like one of those movies to me that really needs to keep going and going and going. But hey, if it's gonna make the studio money, I get why they're gonna do it. But there's a lot of commentary tracks on here. Audio commentary track by the director, an optional audio commentary track by Rian Johnson by himself. Along with, there's one with like him and some of the producers and producers and stuff. And there's also like a Q&A in here by Rian Johnson, you know, talking about the making of the movie, answering questions from fans and different things like that. It does look really, really nice here on 4K. I have to admit that one, the sounds and looks amazing. Even though I don't have like a sound system or anything like that, but it just really looked nice. Excuse me. I don't have any water with me right now. I should have brought it with me. But last but not least, right here from Universal also is a film I saw in theaters too. Stars Chadwick Boseman, and that is 21 Bridges. This one right here, Chadwick Boseman plays this police officer, kind of like the detective guy. And there's crime running rampant, you know, in New York City or the Bronx or whatever you want to call it. I forgot exactly, you know, what town and all that. But it's going crazy. And he tells the other police, we need to lock off all the bridges so these bad guys can't get out, can't escape. And it's pretty much him just trying to get the bad guy, what's going on, who killed these people, what, you know, all that kind of jazz. And it was actually a really, really like cool crime drama film. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, and it was cool. You know what I mean? You also get what's his name in there? J.K. Simmons. You also get J.K. Simmons in there playing a cop as well. But yeah, if you guys like cop kind of movies where trying to chase the bad guy and is the bad guy gonna get away in time? Is the good guy gonna catch the bad guy? Kind of thing. It was pretty solid, pretty solid flick. But that's 21 Bridges here on Blu-ray. Not sure if it's getting a 4K release. I haven't really looked it up, but it looks like Blu-ray, at least on my end. But guys, that's all I have to show and talk to you guys about today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, even though it was shot in 2 different days. You know what I mean? Like the first half with me and my friend Aaron and Jacob going to the first 2 stores was shot yesterday. Yesterday, Best Buy, and this was shot on actual Tuesday. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.